Oh, anyway, in this video I'm just going to show you something you might find interesting about something called SEO Tester online. Please note, I'm going to be completely honest, it is not as good as Ahrefs or SEMrush, but if you wanted something on cheaper scale or something with some features you make use of, it is still pretty good, and I will credit them. They have made a lot of big improvements to software since they got AppSumo. You can see there it is giving me details such as the volume, like Ahrefs or SEMrush. It's giving me positions, that kinds of stuff. So it does work pretty good. It is pretty simple to work. It's not really too complicated. You can do an audit on your site, like you can do an HRSR things like SEO Checker, Lead Generation Tool, SEO Spider. So it does give you quite a lot of things as well. The editor in it is pretty good as well if you want to do checks yourself. That's just showing some of the ones I'm working just now. You can also as well get subscription credits, that kind of stuff if you want more. The SEO Checker itself is pretty good. I will be fair. Show you one in action. Just to get an idea, just go google.com and see what it thinks. You can analyze only that page or analyze all pages and see how it goes. It gives you details there as you can see, such as the social, mobile, desktop content, or base. And if you do have any concerns with it regarding using it, I have contact support before. I've never had any problems with it, but the support whenever I spoke to them were very friendly, so I doubt you'd have any issues or concerns with regards to working it as a whole. You can also swap from mobile or desktop. So according to that, your page is well optimized. Our platform has identified 9 critical issues you need to solve. So it works pretty fast. So I mean, Google does have some issues, so I'm not really surprised they're perfect, to be fair. So it says 38 OK, 4 warnings, and 9 errors. So we can use that information to tell us more, such as about core web vitals. So it can tell us different things we can do. Google's been mentioned 6 times ago in it, personalized content, H1 tags, gives us a word count, so it gives us quite a lot of facts quite quickly. We can also download a report if we want to, like that. If we want to study it later on, we can also do a white label report. So if you're given to a client or you just prefer that sort of style, we can do it quite easy. Or we can just do a standard report. I normally just go standard report, but if you want to make it more cool, more fancy, you can easily enough do it. And you can see here, the way I'm working with software, it's not hard. You can do it, anyone can do it, your VA can do it. Basically, anyone can do it more or less. See there, just download like that. And got that, so I can now read it whenever I want, or give it to someone else I want to. You can also get things like you can check out the base and see if you can learn different things there. So it gives us quite a lot of good details, such as this search preview, hypertext markup language structure, crawlability, security, languages. So how it works, how to optimize it. Keep your title under 70 characters. When possible, use numbers, for example, 8 instead of 8 the word. Use keywords without exaggerating. Well, I suppose for Google that's actually true because they do exaggerate a lot of things. The page maintenance is not optimized, fix it. You set out correctly, Falcon. Good job. So we can learn quite a lot of these things. So Google, according to that, is doing sort of okay-ish. But you can see here we can learn quite a lot of different things by just looking at this thing. We can perform a quick audit on our site or our client site, like quite easy. We can also, if you want to analyze our thing, SEO Spider. The best way I could explain SEO Spider to you, you probably heard of Screaming Frog. You get other softwares like it, but Screaming Frog's the main one people use. This sort of does similar things. It's not as good as Screaming Frog, to be fair, but it still is okay as a whole for what you could potentially do with this as a whole. You can also do a keyword tracker, so you can track your keywords. You've probably seen it as well. So you can track our website if you want to. Since one of my sites is mostly focused on sort of affiliate stuff, apps, and that kind of stuff, that's basically what I'm ranking for mostly in one of my sites at the moment. So you can do a SEO checker. That's a good example of something which is quite new. That's something I am particularly impressed with SEO Tester online. They do add things new. I haven't actually really got around to using this so far, but I'll get a try at some point. Keyword Explorer. So if you don't have any ideas how to do keyword research, you're stuck on keywords to rank for, you can quite easily just type in things like that and it'll find things for you, which is pretty cool as a whole. For example, we can just type in, say, health, just go search, then it'll find some things for us. We can also do a keyword list manager as well. We can also do a SEO editor. I'll show you that. That's going to be quite useful for you to see. Lead generation tool. I've used the lead generation tool a couple of times. It is pretty good, I will be fair. Okay, let's just do. This was to show you something you can do with it. But you can see here everything I've done so far is not hard to do. It doesn't require skills. Because one of the things I would criticize Ahrefs on is it's a wonderful software, but the majority of people are not going to use half the features, and I kind of feel in some cases it's sort of missing the whole point of really being something which should check backlinks for you if you traffic. I mean, I can see why some people use it, but I just kind of feel in general it's got too many features, and the majority of people are never going to use even half of them. So we can see that gives us an idea of SEO agency. According to them, has approximately 1,600 traffic per month. SEO analysts 1,600. So we can use this to give us information. Pick a keyword. We could do a SEO tools. We got a software site. SEO. I think if I remember, I think it's a South Korean musician, but I could be wrong. I don't really pay attention to K-pop stuff. So we go with SEO internet marketing. We could pick whatever we want here. Let's go SEO analysts and see what we get. So according to that, it tells us 1,600 traffic. According to that, the difficulty is, according to them, 91 to 100. It would be very hard to rank for that. ADV competition, 90, sorry, 83. So very difficult, but we can pick up one we want to and see if we can go. So let's go to editor now. So we can add in more keywords we want to, such as that one. So it's giving us keywords we could use to try and rank for, like that. So we could try and rank for all these sort of ones, make them into tags, make them into paragraphs or sentences covering the different sort of areas of analysts and reports, that kinds of stuff. We can also copy in our title now, or article details. And this will also give us a quite a good. One thing it is pretty good about this thing I do like quite a lot is when you copy in the content, it will actually give you quite a reasonable score. In a sense, it's not like how Yoast works. Yoast site always thought the scoring system was terrible, but I guess some people like it. This thing will actually give you a pretty accurate description, meaning if you have a really good title, it will actually give you 100%. You say, this is correct, this makes sense, or if the content's okay, it might give you, say, a 50 score. If your headings are sort of semi-good, you might get a 30, and so on. So you can learn quite a lot of things from it. It is quite an effective content improvement, or showing you what your content will look like to different people, what kinds of stuff. So there's lots of potential things you could do with this. And if you want to get this, you can if you want to, as a whole. Anyway, that's what I do. Thanks, bye.